Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. I got some plays. I got some updates. We talking big money today. Shout out Solo Digital. Thank you for the gifted sub. You know, we gonna talk about it. All right, we got to start with one of my favorite stocks. Okay, we got to start right here. This is one of my all-time faves right here. I got a Jabaria Judah with the 5. Be able to buy my baby some new shoes this month. So this right here, what we looking at? We looking at Netflix. Netflix, man, if you ain't looking at Netflix, you not serious about investing. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Netflix already boasts a $500 billion valuation as of this writing. One of the biggest companies in the world, far larger than any other media company. Netflix and chill. Netflix has increased its operating margins from 13% in 2019 to 26.7% in 2024. For 2025, management is targeting 29%. Management thinks it can double its revenue between 2024 and 2030. Implies an operating margin of about 40% by 2030. Netflix, I'm giving a buy signal. I'm giving Netflix a buy signal. Now, some of you folks like boring stocks. You want something boring. You want something because you got 8 kids. Some of y'all got grandchildren. Some of y'all got teenagers. Shout out to Heath. You want something boring? I got something boring for you because ain't nothing wrong with boring. You know, boring is as close to guaranteed as it gets. Not financial advice, but QQQ. Many of you guys know about QQQ. QQQ, NASDAQ 100, tracks 100 of the largest companies listed on the NASDAQ stock exchange. It excludes financial companies and is heavily weighted in the technology sector. So if you want exposure to AI, this is an index fund. You might want to take a look at it. It says, history says the index fund can turn $500 a month into $432,300 in 20 years. The largest positions are Microsoft, NVIDIA, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Broadcom, Meta, Netflix, Tesla, and Costco. More details. So how do you turn $500 into $432,000 in 20 years? Well, it says QQQ Trust advanced 1,250% during the last 2 decades, compounding at 13.9% annually. But if dividend payments are included, the index fund achieved a total return of 1,470%, increasing at 14.7% annually. Investors should introduce a margin of safety by assuming a more modest annual return of 12%. At that pace, $500 invested monthly in the Invesco QQQ Trust will be worth $105,200 in 1 decade and $432,300 in 2 decades. They got the chart right there. There you go right there. Not financial advice. Do your own research. I gave you something hot. I gave you something cold. Either way, it's good money, not financial advice. Do your own research. Make sure you're DCA, okay?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
At the very least, build your portfolio. Build your portfolio, okay? You know, you might need bail money one day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? NASDAQ, Invesco QQQ. That one. NVDA earnings of today. The moment we've been waiting for. The moment we've been waiting for. All of my NVIDIA customers stand up. All of my NVDA investors stand up. They say EPS will jump 46% year over year to 88 cents. Revenue is expected to increase 66% to 43.3 billion. Wedbush tech analyst Dan Eves told Yahoo Finance, NVIDIA is the one chip fueling the AI revolution and the stock is not expensive. We see a $5 trillion market cap on the horizon for the godfather of AI, Jensen Huang, and NVIDIA. Earnings announcement today. I don't know how y'all want to set up your options. I'm not gonna say nothing, but some of y'all might want to set up your options. I don't know how you want to move. That's on you. Not financial advice. Do your own research. eToro now has added an additional 12 tokens to their exchange. We talking crypto now. HJ got me wanting to get into stocks. You ain't in stocks. Lord Jesus. We got crypto news right now. 12 tokens. 12 tokens has been added to eToro. Okay. We are talking about Cardano, Doge, XRP, Shiba Inu. Where are the other ones? Why? What the? Come on, yo. Ethereum Classic was one of them. Where is it? Okay, yeah, we got Ethereum Classic. Who else is in here? I might be able to go off memory. Doge, Ethereum Classic. Hold on. Who's the other ones? Let's see. All right, here we go. Cardano, Doge, XRP. That's going to be good news for XRP holders. Here, hold on. Let me ask Grok. Google just gave me different results. Earlier, they gave me the full list. Now these bitch ass motherfucking, I hate goddamn AI. AI never. AI never want to cooperate, yo. This shit retarded sometimes. This is why fucking ChatGPT whooping your ass. All right, here we go. Oh, that's right, Link. So they got Av, Chainlink. Shout out to all my Link investors out there. Compound, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin. Shout out to my Litecoin investors. Uniswap, Stellar, XLM, and Yearn Finance. So if you in one of those, maybe your chart jumped today, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Anyway, great news in the world of Bitcoin. The Bitcoin conference is this week, and I wasn't invited. It's all good. It's all good. I wouldn't have won anyway. I'm lying. I'm lying. If they cut the check, I'd have been there.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
If they cut the check, I'd have been in that bitch. But great news is coming out of the Bitcoin conference. Check this shit out. All right.
Dying business to,
and we did.
Here we go. So this is CEO of GameStop.
How'd you do it?
He's talking about how he rescued GameStop.
When I took over, the company was a piece of crap and losing a lot of money. The company was under a lot of pressure, moving from physical games to digital downloads. So you had to cut costs. You had to cut costs very aggressively and bring in fiscal discipline. And we did. And retail is a tough business, but it was a big focus on getting costs under control. You've got a lot
Yup.
of macro headwinds going against the company. You have a move from physical games to digital downloads, and we needed to get the costs under control, and also shift the business from being so reliant on video games to collectibles, which we've done. And so now there's a big focus on trading cards. We're doing grading in a bunch of stores, and we're selling a lot of trading cards, both in sports and TCG. But the company today is profitable in the US, and we've gotten our costs under control. You had a lot of uh, you had a lot of executives and directors that were very short-sighted, and effectively they were making decisions that were what they call in corporate America in good corporate governance, which is effectively screwing shareholders. So
Corporate motherfuckers are the worst. I hate them corporate types.
we got rid of all of that nonsense, and we focused on.
Oh, y'all do trading cards? You want to see my trading card collection? I got a sick trading card collection. You want to see it? Hold on. Tell me if I got money. Tell me if I got money. All right, you ready? I still got my shit in a binder from when I was a kid. I still got my shit in a binder. I got my shit in mint condition. I got Topps Will Car. I got a Ricky Henderson playing for the A's 1992. I got a Bobby Bonilla, I got a Ken Griffey Jr. Topps. What's that? 1992. Dog. I got some shit. I got Pat Mahomes. I got a Pat Mahomes top prospects card. And it's not even a half. I got a Jose Canseco all-star card. 20 for the Ricky. I got a Kirby Puckett. I got a Kirby Puckett Twins Topps card. I don't know what year that is. I ain't touched these shit since I was a little boy. I'm sitting on some shit. Get them graded. Yo, listen, hold up. Watch this. That's just the beginning. I got a whole box. I got a whole box of cards. This box right here is full of cards in like great fucking condition. Nothing is wrong with them. Amazing condition. Just, I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them. I got to get them graded. I got to go to the spot, get them graded. Put them in sleeves. Double sleeve them. Jabari said, what's your address again? Huh? Hang on to them. Don't sell them. Pulling up to the spot. They not graded. I don't know what to do with them. Hang on to these. That's what I was thinking. I wanted to hang on to them as a financial backup. Them coins like Bitcoin right now.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I got into them when I was a kid. SportsCardPro.com, right? I was on the website the other day and I was like, I got to sit down and see what I got. See what I got. I'm probably sitting on a couple of G's right now and don't even know it. You know? I found them during the move. Nah, I've been had these. Actually, they was at my parents' house, and then they brought them up. Got to catch the next boom? All right, say less. Say less. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. You got an Angel Reese rookie card, man. Troublemaker Jonas said, store them in the sunlight.
Come on, man.
Time this nigga the fuck out. Time this nigga 5-minute timeout. What the fuck is wrong with you, Jonah? Stop hating, nigga, because you ain't got no goddamn baseball cards. Huh? Stop hating because you ain't got no baseball cards. Huh? You stop hating. Just because I was a smart kid and I kept my shit in mint condition. I was a kid. I used to always go to the store. I said, these shit's going to be worth something one day. Look. You could look at the motherfucker. You could look at the motherfucker and tell. Look. I had the pricing. You see the little tag right there? I was writing the prices of what they was worth at the time. You know what I'm saying? I had this little magazine right here, and this shit used to tell you the value. Back in the day, we ain't had no internet. So this thing right here might be worth something. This magazine right here. So this magazine, you know what I'm saying? You open this up, and you gotta go in here and you find your card, and it tell you had to find your card in here. You had to find your card in here. There was no internet. There was no website. So I had to go in here, find my card, and then I would sit there and I would label them. This is what we did, you know what I'm saying, when there was no internet. And I got my collection together, and I said, I'm going to hold on to these. I'm going to hold on to these bad boys. Okay? Just in case I end up with a light-skinned girlfriend. Yeah, I know. The world was a better place then, yeah. You got garbage pail kids? Yeah, I always wanted those. Use gloves, HJ? Say less. Say less. I didn't touch the cars though. I just touched those ones that was in the box. And I'm sure them shits ain't worth nothing. I got some Griffies and some other shit in there too. Pop the balloon just dropped. Let's go.
Well, you also made some news about, a month ago or so, that you raised some money that you might use to buy Bitcoin. I guess the $1 million question that everyone wants to know is, has GameStop bought Bitcoin?
We have bought Bitcoin.
Ooh. Okay, how much?
We currently own 4,710 Bitcoins.
Let's go. So tell us about that. Why did GameStop decide to buy Bitcoin?
It was, if the thesis is correct, then Bitcoin and gold as well can be a hedge against global currency devaluation and systemic risk. Bitcoin has certain unique advantages compared to gold. The portability aspect of it, it's instantly transferable across the globe, whereas gold is bulky and very expensive to ship. The authenticity, it's instantly verified via the blockchain. The storage, you can easily secure Bitcoin in a wallet, whereas gold requires insurance and it's very expensive. There's the scarcity element of it as well. There's a fixed supply of Bitcoin, whereas with gold, certain technological advances, the supply of gold is still uncertain. And then ultimately, there's the asymmetric upside. Gold is a more mature market. It's roughly around 20 trillion of market capitalization, whereas Bitcoin today is about 2 trillion. And if the thesis is correct, and ultimately Bitcoin becomes digital gold, adopted, then there's more upside. But we'll see what happens. Nobody has a crystal ball, but that's the current thesis.
Well, congratulations. And I feel like GameStop is the ultimate meme stock and Bitcoin is the ultimate meme money. And if you combine the two, you get a meme super cycle. So, what's next for GameStop and Bitcoin? Are you going to buy more Bitcoin? Is this the next MicroStrategy, the next MetaPlanet, or even better?
We're not going to call our shots in advance for obvious reasons, but GameStop is following GameStop's strategy. We're not following anyone else's strategy.
Okay. So to summarize, embrace the GameStop theory. I like it. So final question. The world is watching right now. Everyone at the conference is watching this interview. We probably have 10 million, 50 million people on the live stream. What is the message you'd like to send the global Bitcoin community and everyone who's watching this interview right now?
No pressure. Don't follow GameStop. Make your own decisions independently. It's my message. Just do whatever you're comfortable with.
Don't trust, verify. Let's go.
Exactly.
Well, Ryan, thank you for hopping.
Not financial advice. Do your own research. Shout out GameStop. I gave GameStop the win and play. I don't know if they're gonna listen, but I gave them the win and play. Anyway, more news from the Bitcoin conference. Jack Dorsey has decided to add Bitcoin payments to the Square network. Expected a full launch in 2026, but looks like they're going to roll it out later this year. But I won't be using it. Fuck, I look like spending my Bitcoin.
Come on, man.
Bruh.
Imagine me spending my Bitcoin. What? Where they do that at? Anyway, that's your money update of the day. Shout out to King J for the clips.